All right, but this one right here, you get it once you finish this little first leg, Day of Reckoning, the first leg of the campaign. So this particular campaign, once you complete the 20 days, you're gonna get this iconic ability. And as soon as you get it, put it on. I don't care what role you got, put it on. You ain't got to use it. All right. It's very innate, and I'm gonna show you what I mean. Let's look at my mic. I'm only gonna show you. We're gonna show it all. Let's see. Might, restoration, precision, defense. I got 120. Yeah, that's horrible. But that's what you have when you know, dominance 123. Defense, I got 465,000. But you'll see all these jump once I put these power interactions on. Now, in this particular instance, I'm gonna show y'all this. This magma vortex, it puts two power interactions on. It burns enemies and it crushes enemies. All right. Now the reason I use this for water is for this aquatic arsenal because you get 10% more damage once they're crushed. Okay. Plus the damage you get from the magma vortex alone is very good. It's like 4 million every 10 seconds, 3.9, 4 million every 10 seconds, something like that. So it's extremely good, you know what I'm saying? And plus, and then it affects the aquatic if you using up close, meleeing, you know, which you could do a lot of meleeing and all this stuff. Um, the Exobyte surge, you're gonna get these stats innately once you start applying these uh, interactions. What I mean by innate, in case you don't know what innate means, you don't have to use the power to get them. Let's just focus on my mic. Since I'm DPS, I'm gonna show you on mic. 752,878. That's what we working with, right? Now, let's apply these power interactions that affect the Exobyte surge version of the new iconic ability. The Exobyte surge is the stat buffs, all right? The other things are modifiers. Of course, you want those. Of course, you want those, and you will have all three of them because look, the crush is for exabyte serve. The burning is for exabyte explosion. The daze is for exabyte spite. And I'm gonna show you how to get all that without having to do if you water, without having to do a lot. You got two loadouts, all right? So this is what you're gonna do. As you can see, I got my magma vortex and my scintillating blast. Only because it's AoE and you can use anything. You can use this. This dazes enemies as well. It's not as powerful as it used to be when I first used it, but it's still good. You can use any of these things that apply a daze type of, but the water ability apply crush. They crush. So this one already crushes and it burns. So I use this one and I use this as a daze, and I'm gonna show you how to do it quickly. All right. Remember, my might is 752,878. You see the mic now? It's at 106, but it get higher than that. It get up to 117, 121. It gets higher depending on how many times you stack it. Watch, I'll show you. 111, see? 1,113,000. You see it's that sound you heard was the new artifact procking. But look how long the mic lasts. Okay, it just went down. So as you can see, the increase in all these stats, the restoration, the VIT is look. And you don't have to use the power to get the stats. The stats is there. The stats are there. You don't have to use the power. Look. Look. Look how long that's lasting. The stats are there, bro. They there. All the stats are there that they tell you is gonna be there. You don't have to use the power. Even if you use the power, look, 114, 1,145. See? 447,000 precision when I started off with 240. I'm just showing you that it's innate, and then if you use the power once those are on there, if you do it quick enough, boom, you'll get a little burst of more stats. You feel what I'm saying? And I just wanted to show y'all this just because somebody asked me to explain this. And this is for you, homie. You asked me to explain it, so I'm gonna explain it. Simple, so you can understand it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing you gotta really do. Boom. You gotta make sure that you use powers that's gonna put the interaction on there for a certain amount of time. The magma will put it on there for 7 seconds. You feel me? But this is how you use it, man. You're gonna have the superpower modifiers with these three right here. The three that I'm showing you. And it's easy to man. You can easily maintain this because if you're doing melee, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? This is an easy version to show you how to use this right here. All right, it's simple. This is simple. Now, obviously, you're gonna have that last one there somewhere. You feel me? You're gonna have that last a year, but you know, it could be right there. I mean, you can move it over. But this is how you use it. It's innate. Once those power interactions are there, the 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 actual stats are gonna jump. And if you use the power, you get a little bit more. The power itself, the damage that comes from the actual power ain't. I haven't figured if you that out like if you can manipulate that like the lasso. I haven't figured that out. But if I do, or if someone else do, I'll be sure to inform you. But this is how this works, man. It's an innate. It's like the candle. You just put it on, and you can use it, homie. All right. So as you see, it's the air, man. That's what we're looking for, that exobyte surge. We're looking for all of them. That's what these three do. These three put them all on there. See? 1,161,000 from 750,000. You do the math. That's like a 400,000 increase, 400 and something thousand increase on might alone, homie. I mean, obviously I got other artifacts on and stuff that affect that, the book, you know what I'm saying? But if you actually let's just take everything off. Let's take everything off and see what might we got. 665. All right. Now we ain't got nothing else to mess with it. Let's just see the increase. It only went up like 110,000. All right, 120,000 on its own. My mic from 660 something thousand. All right, so you see that's 110, 115 without no other mic buffs. That's what you'll be seeing. You feel me? Obviously, you've seen the increase and everything else. All right. So, as you can see, it's a little different when you ain't got none of the other. Oh, this is wrong. Let me fix this. Let me fix this right then. Let me fix this right now. What I was gonna use that one. Let me see. Show you with a different one. All right. $1,145,000, and that's from 752,000. All right, so this is obviously this is with all might stuff. I'm just showing y'all might stuff. You feel me? But if you look at your restoration, 227,000. Once I put them power interactions on, it's there. Everything goes up. Precision, Vic, everything goes up. So all the stuff they telling you that's gonna go up is gonna go up. You know. But since I'm a DPS, I'm showing y'all the actual might stats. So if you got like 757,000 might, this is what you can look forward to with your might jumping. Obviously, you know, we're gonna have some of these artifacts out. I just made this loadout specifically to maximize the little stuff I can get. But you're gonna have your ELG, your scrap if you want it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you're looking for, that exobyte surge, man. Obviously, the other two are important too. The 18%, the 18 modifier, the 36 modifier, superpower modifiers, along with the stats. This is what you're gonna be looking at. So, just to let you know, it's innate. All right, you ain't got to do nothing. You can use the power and get a little bit more, obviously. But if it messes up your rotation, you don't need to get that extra like. It's actually it's a big jump. It ain't that great. It ain't that small. You know what I'm saying, of a jump, because like 107,000 to 141,000 is a lot. That's a jump. You feel me? So just using the power is gonna give you about. It's gonna increase it even that much more than what it was if you just use the innate stats. Like I just showed y'all, I didn't even use the power, and it's gonna still give you the stats. But as you see, it go up to like 106, 107, depending on how many times you use it. All right. When I say 106, 107, what I meant is 1,060 something thousand, as opposed to a 1,141,000 when you use the power. So like on a single target, you definitely gonna use it. But if it messes up your rotation, you feel me? You can always just, because you can get in and out this rotation easy. Look, if you wanted to get in and out this rotation, just like, let's just get this out the way. Let's just get that one out the way. You can easily get in and out this rotation. Damn, that didn't even do it right, huh? But if you just using aquatic, you ain't gonna be needing to get in and out the rotation. You can still get in and out the rotation and still have. Look at how much. That's 1,230 something thousand. You feel me? That's like 500,000, homie. Increased might. So listen, homie, that's how it works. It's real easy. Just throw that thing on. It's worth getting, no doubt. Now the actual power usage, it'll put on a few more stats. Once you start modifying, using other superpowers, it start modifying. All right. So that's where you at with it, man. That's it. That's all I got for y'all, man. I just wanted to show the homie how to use this. And if it's innate like the candle, like I told him, he didn't really understand it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm showing you. All right, man. I'm out.